So we're here with. All right. So I'm gonna let you introduce yourself because on social media it's spelled like Johnathan. Is that right?
Yeah.
How do you pronounce it though? Is it Johnathan or is it just Johnathan?
Johnathan, I guess I've heard people say. I think it's however people want to pronounce it. You know,
Gotcha.
it's Jawn,
Mm-hmm.
like the Philly,
Right.
Philly John. Yeah.
Yep.
So my musician name, my stage name is Johnathan Sellers.
Okay.
And then my solo project is called Johnathan the Human.
Johnathan the Human. Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
What's your real name?
Johnathan Sellers. Yeah.
Johnathan.
Actually, so it's a John.
Oh,
which
okay.
is a pretty rare Johnathan.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
it is. All right, cool. So, yeah, we were briefly talking downstairs when you first walked in. You and I mean, we briefly met at Harper's way back in the day. Harper's Pub, their Wednesday open mic.
Yeah.
And then, that's where I met Leanne, coincidentally enough. Yeah, you've been. I remember. Do you remember Sean Barden? Barden?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
You've jammed with him a couple times at Harper on stage.
Yeah, I
at
still talk
Harper's.
to him all the time on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, he comes to I host an open mic at Little East Tavern every other Sunday.
Oh, cool.
So he's there. I see him every 2 weeks. But yeah, he, I remember when he brought you up on stage and he was talking you up. He was like, this guy's amazing on guitar and all that stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, Sean's awesome.
He's great.
Yeah,
he's great.
He's great energy.
Yep. So where did it all start for you? Like, when did you start? Is guitar your first instrument? I know you play piano and all that stuff. So where did it all start for you?
So actually piano is my first instrument.
Okay.
I started when I was maybe, let's say 12 or 13.
Mm-hmm.
I started with classical for piano.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and then I kind of just taught myself guitar in high school. So I was applying things that I learned from classical piano to the guitar,
Okay.
which I think has really contributed to like my playing style, which is like less like chordy and more like picking different lines and then having a vocal melody that weaves over top of these different lines. So
Okay.
I think about things in like kind of classical terms
Gotcha.
a lot of the time.
Yep.
Although recently I've been trying to do a songwriting challenge where I just give myself like 2 hours to write a song.
Oh, really?
And now I'm just like, okay, I got to bang this out. So I'm doing like cowboy chords and like that's it. You know,
Nice.
I think there's something to be said for like simplifying songwriting.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it takes me forever to write a song because I'm always very kind of particular. My songs are pretty basic, but I'm also very just particular. Like, oh, I don't like that line, or I don't like that word, or I don't like that chord.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I guess giving yourself a deadline like that probably helps a little, right?
Yeah. So it's actually only recently, the last like week, I wrote 2 songs, and each were written in one day.
Oh wow.
So like I basically wrote a poem in about a half hour and then literally gave myself 2 hours just to write the song.
Right.
And just like banged it out real quick.
That's awesome.
And what's cool is like I think the quicker some of those decisions are, the less that you have to deliberate over the decisions.
Okay.
In some ways it seems like you end up with the more like true thing.
Oh,
you know, which I think is really cool. I'm just noticing this now because I just started doing this. So
that's awesome.
Before I used to like just pain over songs for years and years. Like some songs take like 3 or 4 years.
Right,
you know?
right.
But yeah, I don't know. It's been interesting.
That's funny. Is it something that you're going to continue to do, you think?
So far I like it. So I mean, I might. Yeah.
Okay.
I have so many different things that I want to do with music, other than like there's one part of me that wants to write just like good songs,
right?
You know, with a good melody, the good lyrics, chords that are like simple that anyone can play by a campfire, like that style.
Sure. Yep.
And there's another part of me that wants to like write like a symphony or something, like you know, or like a piano concerto or something like that.
Nice.
So I mean, I don't know. There's so many different things that I want to learn with music and I want to do with music. It's hard to.
That's cool.
It's hard to confine it to one thing.
Sure.
Know?
Well, I mean, I know we follow each other on Facebook and all that stuff, and I've seen some video of you at like a number of different types of gigs, right? Like it's either like a solo gig, or I think I saw you one time doing like it was almost like a reggae band type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like, what are all the projects that you're currently involved in, or maybe in the recent past?
Yeah, so I've been a part of a lot of different bands of different genres and played different instruments for different bands. Currently, I have my solo project, Johnathan the Human, and I have it's like a jam band that I play with called Mum's the Word
Okay.
that I play the piano with.
Nice.
And then I have a reggae band that I play with called Cheesy and the Crackers.
Cheesy and the Crackers. That's right. That's
Yeah,
right. I
yeah,
remember
yeah.
that.
Cheesy, yeah. I feel like everyone knows Cheesy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's like the Ferris Bueller of New Jersey.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But each one is like a different thing, you know, allows me to do different things musically, and like I'm a believer in like learning skills maybe
Okay.
more than anything else. So if something feels like it has a challenge to it
Mhm.
or some new avenue for me to learn something, then I like to do it, you
Oh,
know?
that's cool.
So if like the bands that I'm in right now, they have like different things that I feel like I'm learning
Mhm.
skill wise, acquiring. And ultimately I hope that it can all sort of blend into one output creatively.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
that's my vision, is to take like all the knowledge and all the skills that I've accumulated over my life
Okay.
and like try to do something that allows all those things to
That's
happen,
awesome.
you know?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
So are you would you consider yourself primarily like an original artist, or are you part of the cover band scene as well?
Um, so my original stuff, Jonathan the Human, is just my solo creations.
Yep.
Mostly just original music. But then I also perform under my full name, Johnathan Sebastian Sellers,
Okay.
which is like me as a solo artist doing covers
Okay.
basically, and like some originals,
Sure,
you know.
sure. Yep.
And then Cheesy and the Crackers is like a little bit of originals, but mostly covers.
Okay.
And then Mum's the Word is mostly an original band with some covers.
Oh,
So it's like
cool.
a
Okay.
mix between all of them, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. That's great. That's
Yeah.
great. And then I jumped ahead of myself. Getting back to the wanting to learn skills. Does that mean that you are still like a student of your instruments? Are you still like trying to learn new things on like the guitar or
Oh,
piano?
yeah, for
Yep.
sure.
What's that look like? What kind of like practice?
Well, recently, I actually purchased like an online course
Hmm?
for piano, through a website called Universe of Keys.
Okay.
And, is this a professional musician? I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but, he played with a bunch of people like BB King and like all these different people. So he was like good with like the blues and like rock piano and like country and gospel.
Hmm.
So I would say from like September to December, January-ish, I was working on this online course for all these different skills basically.
Right.
Like that was my new thing that I was learning.
Yep.
And yeah,
Very cool.
yeah. I'm trying to think if I've done anything with guitar recently. I think I've been focusing on my vocals a lot
Oh
more
yeah.
over the last couple years. I had a vocal coach that I was going to about 2 years ago,
Hmm.
and did a couple lessons with her. And then I recently purchased an app called Vocalista.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I just started using it. I'm not sure. I don't know. It's okay. Yeah,
Okay.
but
What's that like? I mean, because I sing as well. I've never been like trained or anything, so I worry that like at my age, just kind of starting singing now, just a few years ago, I'm worried I'm gonna like damage something because I'm not doing it right. So like, how does that app work? Do you get anything like out of it? Any kind of feedback, like if you're doing something right or wrong, or no?
the app is basically based off of different like vocal exercises.
Okay.
So it'll be different like vowel sounds, and
Yep.
you kind of do like either scales or like different patterns that it shows you.
Right.
And then as you sing into the app, it has like the notes with a keyboard next to it.
Oh, okay.
And you can kind of see like the duration of the note and how your pitch is. So it'll kind of
Mm,
like measure your pitch and like, you know, how
okay.
on or off you are.
Gotcha.
But I feel like I don't know that if like just doing the app without having a vocal coach, I
Hmm.
feel like would be potentially dangerous, like for
Sure.
your vocal cords.
Yep.
Just because I'm noticing some of my tendencies. I'm like, oh, I have to remember this thing that my teacher taught me,
Hmm.
like not to do.
Right.
You
Right.
know, because I'm like trying to do what the app is telling me to do, but my
Right.
teacher
Right.
was like, okay, you got to make sure to like loosen up all
Mhm.
the muscles in your stomach and your
Right.
throat and all this stuff. But like this thing's trying to get me to hit like this high note with
Right,
this like
right.
weird phrase or whatever. It's yeah.
So I mean, I think I'm gonna assume the answer is yes, but like for someone like me who's just kind of, I've only been doing it for a few years, you would recommend like an actual in-person vocal coach then to get like the feedback and all that stuff?
I think I personally would, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Because someone who's right in front of you is going to be able to see your body language, and so
Okay.
much of like good vocals is like how your body looks and like the relaxation of your stomach and everything, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
So like if you're doing something wrong, my coach would be like, "Oh, I think you're like pinching like in your shoulder, or you're
okay.
pinching like back here in your head," or like,
Right.
and then immediately have an exercise that is useful for that problem.
Okay.
As
yeah.
opposed to like the app like kind of gives you the pitch, but it's not like visually
Right.
seeing your whole body, you know.
Yeah. I've been toying around with the idea of getting like a vocal coach, you know.
Yeah.
So maybe one of these days I'll do it.
I think it's totally worth it.
Yeah.
I learned so much so quickly from the vocal coach.
Did you?
Like I felt like my especially like my higher end of my range got better like very, very quickly.
Oh, really?
Just from some simple things like vocal yodels,
Okay.
which is just like a lift of the soft palate, and there's like
Okay.
ways to practice that, and
Nice.
that like unlocks those high notes that are hard to hit most of the time. And
Right.
it's like, oh, it's actually not that hard once I know this like muscle thing in the back of my throat, you know?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool. All right. So you started on piano, mostly classical, right? Or started around classical. When did the guitar come into play?
Let's see. My stepdad had guitars in the house when I was a kid, and I think after I started playing piano, like almost immediately after I was interested in the guitar.
Okay.
And with the guitar, I basically just taught myself from the beginning, like with guitar tabs.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just trying to learn songs, and I tried to sing them, and you know, doing it all wrong, I'm sure.
What songs were you learning?
Oh, the first songs I ever learned, man, I think I was mostly doing like Beatles songs. I definitely tried like Stairway to Heaven,
Sure.
you know. I can't even remember when this is like 20 years ago almost.
Did you ever think about doing like classical guitar or no?
I feel like it'd be a whole different discipline that I would have to learn.
Probably.
Like I don't even know the notes really on guitar. Like I
Yeah,
kind of
me
know the
neither.
notes, but like you know, like,
Yeah. It's certainly not laid out like it is on a piano.
no,
you know?
and honestly, like even though I did classical piano, I was never a proficient reader, and even to this day, I'm
okay.
not like a great reader, so I can't really like perform the pieces that I knew back then.
Sure.
And that's actually going back to skills. That's one of the things I want to work on now is there's another app that kind of allows you to go through and learn reading like step by step.
Oh, nice.
You know? So,
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's one of the things I want to do.
Cool.
Yeah.
So are you doing music full time, or do you have like a regular 9 to 5 day
No,
job?
I do it full time.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So where and I'm not going to ask you about numbers and stuff, but like the majority of your income from music, is that from live shows, playing live, or
pretty much entirely?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. And then let's talk about original music that you might have released. I think you had mentioned in a previous message when we were talking about doing the podcast. Do you have a new project coming out with Johnathan the Human, right? Or new release or anything?
So I just released my first 3 songs.
Okay, nice.
That was on December 18th. So the first 3 I released, and then I'm working on 2 more right now.
Nice.
That are in the works, and I have like tons of other songs that I want to record.
Okay.
And I'm hoping to release them in like installments, you know, like maybe 2 songs, 3 songs, so on and so forth.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yep.
Yeah. And it was really like soul fulfilling to release the songs.
Yeah, sure.
You know,
Yep.
I've played with a lot of bands and released music, even music that I've written with bands, but this felt different, kind of doing it from the ground up and like kind of starting this new thing.
Nice.
You know.
Yep.
And it felt like I was putting out music that was like more true to what my message would be.
Okay.
You know, moving forward.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, it was really
That's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. I love it. What give me and I've been asking the same question for the last few episodes, so forgive me listeners if it's redundant, but for those people that don't know your music, give me like the 15-second elevator pitch of what they can expect.
15 seconds.
Whatever, 30 seconds, whatever.
20 minutes now. Let's see. It's a mixture of indie and alt rock and psychedelia. And I try to have the songs be about something that's like maybe difficult about the world, something difficult about life.
Okay.
Or something that is a challenge of life. And then I try to have the message at some point in the song describe like a way of looking beyond that or
Okay.
above that or how to
Nice.
look through that, and
Yep.
like, so I think of it as like a lot of it is like life experience or things that I've thought about, and then trying to explain how this seemingly negative thing could be looked at in like a positive way.
Okay. Nice.
So it's something that I like have tried to do, and that's one of the things I think is different about this music than music I made in the past.
Mhm.
When I was younger and like I just made depressing music, so it's like
As we all do.
as we all do, And now it's like now I sneak in a happy chorus.
There you go. Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what are the names of the first 3 songs that you've got released already?
So I have um, Love and Grace
Mhm.
is the first one, and then there's I'm gonna blank on the names of the songs.
Sorry. We can edit the pauses out.
Right. Love and Grace, and then Shinigami.
Shinigami, what's that?
So Shinigami, for any like the Death Note fans out there,
Okay.
that's like the god of death,
Okay.
and it's a Japanese anime, so
Oh,
it's like
okay.
the god of death.
Okay. Gotcha.
It's a song about like things that we fear,
Mhm.
and it's let me rephrase. It's a song about fear that is pushed onto us by
Okay.
society, like the media or
Sure.
just like mindsets that are fearful.
Yeah.
And the idea was that it was connected to the god of death because it's like you're killing yourself through
Oh,
this
okay.
fear.
Yeah.
And the chorus is about like looking above that fear and seeing that it's not really there. It's like
Okay.
something that your mind is constructing, or
yeah.
something that someone's trying to impose on you.
Right. No, that makes a lot of sense, especially in this day and age with politics and whatever else. I mean, there's so much fear mongering going on.
Yeah.
People just scaring other people to in order to get votes and whatnot. So
Yeah.
that's kind of what I thought of when you were trying to explain your music, how it's taking kind of real world subject matter and trying to explain that to the listener that they can like rise above it or whatever. So that's
Yeah.
awesome. I love it. I love
Thanks.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
That's cool.
What's the third song? What's the name of that one?
The third song is called Gotta Do It Right Now.
Okay.
And that is a song about basically about kind of what it sounds like, the idea that you have to do all these things immediately or else it feels like your life is going to fall apart. And
Yeah.
I think it's something very prevalent in the area that we live in specifically.
Like South Jersey.
Yeah. South Jersey, like
Mhm.
this area, people are very, um, maybe not so willing to just take a pause, take a breath,
Sure.
recognize that the outcome of this minor thing during the day does not necessarily relate to their overall life,
Mhm. Yeah, very true.
And this is a song that feels like, and it just kind of churns, and it's
That's
like, I gotta
awesome.
do it right now. It's like that type of thing, and it's like
Yeah.
a feeling of like anxiety and kind of like paranoia about
Okay.
that. But I think if you listen to it, it should be clear that it's like it's sort of tongue in cheek.
Okay.
Like I'm saying this thing, but it's
Yeah.
not really the way that it is. It's more like you should recognize this and maybe do something different.
Oh, I see. I
Yeah.
see. Gotcha. Very cool.
Yeah.
Where did you record these songs? Do you record them at home or do you have a studio that you go to?
I did a mix, so I recorded a lot of them on Logic,
Okay. Yep.
by myself,
Mhm.
and then my friend has a studio at his house,
Nice.
and I worked with him. He helped me mix it.
Yep. What's your
Um,
friend's name?
His name is Joseph Mala.
Okay.
He doesn't have like a official studio name yet. He's still kind of getting it off the ground,
Cool.
but yeah,
Nice.
and he helped me a lot. And then this is really cool. I got it mastered by Ed Brooks,
Okay.
and Ed Brooks did the mastering for like the Fleet Foxes.
Oh, really?
And Death Cab for Cutie,
Oh,
and some
wow.
Eddie
Nice.
Vedder songs and
Yeah,
stuff.
man.
So that's pretty
Nice.
cool.
How'd you get that hookup?
Just emailed him.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
pretty easy.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's he did some songs for me a few years ago,
Mhm.
and then I asked him to do these ones again.
Very cool.
But it was an interesting thing. Like sometimes you can be surprised if you just reach out to people.
Yeah.
They'll get back to you.
It's true. I've gotten a few guests on this podcast. I mean, I mostly interview local South Jersey musicians, but I occasionally reach out to people in Nashville and LA and all that. And I've interviewed some random like rock stars.
Oh, cool.
And it's like it's all because I messaged them on Instagram.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean?
Who are some of like the ones that had it
I mean,
on the
I
podcast?
guess let's see. So most recently I interviewed this guy Jeremy Lister, who's currently a background singer for Post Malone.
Oh, cool.
He's been on tour with him, and when Leanne and I were in Nashville this last time in January, we met up with him for coffee and stuff,
Nice.
And then I interviewed about a year ago. I interviewed Andy Wood, who's like a god on guitar. He's one of these like guitar prodigies. And then from the band The Record Company, the lead singer Chris Voss. I interviewed him probably about 8 months ago, and they were just in town 2 weeks ago. Leanne and I went to go see him, and then I messaged him. I was like, "Hey, can we meet up?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure." So we got to go backstage at the record company
that's
concert.
awesome.
Yeah,
Nice.
over at Union Transfer. It was
the Union. That's
yeah,
awesome.
it was amazing. Yeah, and like I've done like meet and greets before, but this was the first time I've ever just gone backstage. There was nobody else there. It was just me and Leanne and like the tour manager and the band. That was it.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So did you do the interview there as well?
No, I interviewed him like remotely. Like he was in LA and I was at my apartment and
Okay.
and we did it remotely, but
that's some rock star shit.
It was awesome.
Can you curse on here?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. You can say whatever you want.
That's some rock star shit. Yeah, I'm in LA.
Yeah, exactly.
Podcast.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool, man.
Yeah, so it's fun. I and the theory behind it is, yes, I'm 90% of my guests are local South Jersey musicians because I really want to shine a light on this area. There's so much talent in this area. It's mind-boggling.
It really is.
Absolutely mind-boggling. Like when I first entered the scene, I'm 53 now. I was 49, I think, when I did my first open mic at Harper's. Well, Harper's was my second open mic, but 49 years old, and I started meeting people, and the more people I met, the more talented people were. Like it was amazing, and I'm like, holy crap! Look at all these people that are just here in South Jersey, and not to like sound like I'm talking shit, but like nobody knows who they are, right?
Yeah.
So it's like a shame, So that's the main reason why I started this podcast, was to give musicians another platform to promote their stuff. And then if I do occasionally interview someone who's got like a larger following, then maybe that'll bring in a few more extra eyes and ears to this area. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
gives it a boost.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? So
it is amazing the amount of talented people.
It's crazy, right?
You can go to, first of all, there's open mics everywhere.
Yes.
And there's people playing at breweries and like bars everywhere.
Yep.
And there's people like gigging all the time. There's all these great bands. It is kind of amazing.
It's crazy.
I think it's a good thing. I think I kind of feel like the fame and stardom aspect of music has deteriorated the community aspect of music in a lot of places.
Agreed.
And like I feel like just the like appreciating just the people that are really talented around you that can like provide you like entertainment and connection on a night-to-night basis is really powerful. And it used to be throughout all of human history, there weren't like rock stars. There were like people that like came into town on a horse.
Like the minstrels.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's like what music is, like, ceremony and ritual and all those types of things. And like, I feel like that it sort of was lost a little bit because I think people thought that they weren't achieving anything if they weren't achieving this maximum success.
That's very true.
And the reality is you can like really affect people's lives, lots of people's lives. I mean, there's millions of people in South Jersey. So there's like lots of people you can affect just by being a musician and being true to wanting to help people. And,
yeah, absolutely. I agree with that 100%. It's when I was younger, right? Like when I was like a teenager, there were no, where am I going with this? The only option to make money as a musician, at least from my uneducated mind back then as a 14-year-old kid, the only option to make money in music was rock star, right? That's it. Rock star or nothing, right?
Yeah.
Nowadays, with the fact that all of those barriers to entry have been removed now, right? Like you don't need a record label to put out a record, You can just record it and upload it. That's it. And I know a lot of people think like, oh yeah, well that's really watered down the industry and it's impossible to make money, which it is difficult to make. I feel like it's difficult to make millions of dollars, like rock star money, but I think it's way easier to be a professional musician nowadays than it was in the 80s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like you could make a healthy living by playing live, recording stuff, having it streamed, getting subscribers to whatever it is. Like I just interviewed a local musician, Matt Williams, and on his
Oh, I
Bandcamp.
know Matt.
Do you? Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can, on his Bandcamp, you can subscribe for $5 or $10 or $25 a month just to support, and he has subscribers. You know what I
That's
mean?
really cool.
So yeah,
I might look into this.
yeah, man, I'm thinking about it myself. You know,
Right.
but,
Every little bit helps.
yeah, exactly. Well, see, that's the thing, right? Like, yes, you're not going to get a record contract for $10 million, but you can have all these different like streams of income. It's not going to add up to 10 million, but it's a full-time gig. You know what I mean? You don't have to go work in the cubicle farm, working 9 to 5 at a job that you hate.
Right.
If you really, really, really just want to do music. You know?
I kind of hope with the improvement of technology in our society that less and less people have to do that anyway.
Yeah,
regardless
absolutely.
of music.
Yeah,
I think it'll happen. Like,
yep.
I don't know. There's like, I don't know if you're like a Star Trek fan, but
yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
idea in Star Trek where like no one has to work anymore. And
Oh,
they're
right,
kind of
right.
just like exploring
Right.
human potential.
Yeah,
And, you know,
yeah.
hopefully that happens.
Let's hope.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, and the whole AI thing scares me. Like, I don't know what
Sure.
AI is going to do to music. Right now, it doesn't look good, but we'll
Yeah,
see.
it's
you know?
weird that it can create music that is to the quality of the absolute best studio musicians.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I do think with music, even on like those for like the rock star or whatever, the
Mhm.
people that are the biggest names.
Yep.
I think a huge part of music is like the connection of like feeling connected to the artist in a way where you understand like they wrote this song and they wrote it for these reasons, and
Right.
you connect with them, and like the music is like a vehicle for a human connection, even if you
Yes.
don't know the person.
Yep.
And I don't think the AI will necessarily provide that.
Mhm.
I think people will be able to use it to maybe create better music
You're right.
in
Yeah.
some ways.
I think a lot of people are using Suno for that right now. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Like solo acoustic people are just, you know, creating full bands now
Oh,
for
yeah.
their songs. At least that's what I've seen online.
I
you know?
wouldn't want to do that personally.
Me neither. You know, I'm in the process of recording music, and and I'm always a solo acoustic guy, but all my previous stuff I've done has all been basically just solo acoustic music. But yeah, this go around now with the new song I've got coming out in the future and the ones this year, I want actual players. I don't want drum tracks, you know. I want actual players. I want drums. I want guitar. I want bass. I want all that stuff, you know.
Yeah, same.
Yep.
I think part of the reason that I want all those things is because each one of those is like an avenue of learning and growth. And if you're trying to create your own song, you kind of want to know as much about the different components as possible.
Yeah.
Like a AI is just going to grab something or a bunch of different things from different artists and kind of it'll just be a placeholder, but it won't be something that you like grew with.
Right.
Like even if it's someone else playing the drums on, then you have this relationship with this person, and this person has a relationship with your song, and the drums that they're playing, the way that they play it, like reflects that relationship.
Yes.
And like that's important. That's
Yeah.
like part of the song developing, becoming something more than just like you and like
Right.
the fact that you wrote it, but it's also someone else's connection with it.
Yep.
And like the more times you do that with AI, the more like instruments you replace with AI, the more and more you lose that.
I think you're right. Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
Like look at like the Beatles. Like did you watch the Let It Be documentary?
I did. Yes.
Like
It's great.
like watching them, just like the
Yep.
four of them,
Mhm.
and just working through every single thing, like ideas just flying. You
Yep.
know,
Yep.
like that's
Mhm.
that can only happen that way. I
Right.
feel like.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
4 guys in a room, you know, strumming chords. Paul McCartney's like, well, I don't know. What if we said this? And you're like, and I'm sitting there watching it go like holy shit, this is the moment that they wrote Let It Be. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
You
It's almost surreal to see that. Like I've heard this song 1,000 times on the radio.
It's
It's
crazy.
like, oh, I got this song, clinking it on the piano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny. Yeah, I also like the fact that like humans are not perfect. Even though there are very, very good players out there, like humans are not perfect, right? I had an experience working with Steve Butler for recording my stuff, and we were in his studio the other day. And I'm a guitar player. I'm not a perfect guitar player. I'm a little bit sloppy. Sometimes you get a little bit of string buzz, you know. Sometimes I don't, you know, I'm not a perfect guitar player. I actually got kicked out of a band years ago because I wasn't a tight enough player. Oh well, that's just the way I play. But he was, and you know, and I was kind of expressing my concern. Oh well, yeah, but you can hear that string buzz or whatever. He played me. Was it? Oh, I can't remember the intro to one of these Beatles songs, maybe Eleanor Rigby or one of them.
Mm,
The guitar playing is like awful. Like
really?
awful, right? And but we're so used to like, well, it's the Beatles. Like, you know, like there's I think sometimes our brain doesn't hear it, but when you go back and you listen to like that intro, and I think it was Eleanor Rigby, maybe it was another song. But and Leanne was with me, and we're just like, wait, hold on, that's the original release. Like when that song came out, the
Right.
guitar sounded like that.
Right.
And he was like, yeah, that's what humans sound like. And I was like,
Right.
man, it's crazy.
It's also weird, like the imperfections of the instrument can be perfect for a specific song. Like
Exactly.
the guitar buzz sometimes has a cool sound
Yes,
for the like if you
absolutely.
listen to like Nirvana Unplugged.
Right.
Like
Right.
that is like
Yep.
some hard to listen to guitar by itself, but accompanied with like the soul wrenching
Right.
vocals of
Yep.
Kurt, like
Yep.
with the guitar, it just like
Mhm.
works.
It
you
all
know?
works.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
and it's all human, right?
It's very human.
AI
Yeah.
can't do that shit.
Yeah.
You know, and let's hope it'll never be able to.
Yeah. The other thing I think about with that is like, and this is maybe somewhat of a philosophical idea, but like
Mhm.
AI is only taking parts from other things.
Right, stuff that's already been created. Yep.
Like, and at some point, people have little leaps that happen of innovation. Like
right.
they have to happen because
Yep.
there was a period when jazz didn't exist and then it
Mhm.
existed. Like there
Right.
were leaps that happened, and I don't know that AI could ever do that because AI is always going to be pulling from other things.
That's probably
know?
true. Yep.
And like, it's an interesting thing because where does that leap come from?
Mhm.
You know, I don't know.
That's a good question.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. Crazy stuff. All right, cool. So, so you are, did you say you're currently working on 2 more songs that are going to be released?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you have titles for them? How close are they to being released? Do you know?
So the 2 songs, they're called Sunshine
Mhm.
and what's the other one called? Desert Sands.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. And they're neither of them have lyrics. They're both like
Okay.
kind of guitars and drums and like just sort of chanting or
Oh, wow.
vocal
Oh,
acapella
like
stuff.
kind of gibberish. Is it
Not like gibberish. But
well, no, and I guess I'm talking about songwriting process, right?
Yeah, I just go into like some frontiersman.
Yeah, right.
I do a jig.
No, I guess my question is, so the stuff that's on there now, like the chanting and stuff, that's deliberate, right? Because when I write a song, you know, and it's obviously it's way before it's recorded, I'm strumming chords and I'm just kind of singing whatever words come out. I call it gibberish, right?
Oh yeah.
It could be like, you know, the cat jumped on the baby crib. Like it could be so totally nonsensical stuff. I'm just trying to fit syllables into certain lines.
Sure. Okay.
So, but the stuff you're talking about is actually deliberate. It's recorded, and then you're going to put lyrics over top of that. Is that right?
Yeah. So this is more just like ahs.
Okay.
Like just like melodies with ahs, you know, or like one vowel sound basically.
Gotcha. Okay.
The one song Sunshine is like a chant.
Okay.
So it, you know, it's supposed a lot of the music that I write comes, I try to like incorporate some like spiritual element into it. So this
nice.
is like a chant song, you know. It's sort of like a
So it's going to stay that way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It'll
All
stay
right. I
as
understand.
the chant, yeah.
I understand. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Nice.
Now that's interesting that you write that way. I know that John Anderson from Yes was a famous one that wrote that way.
Yep.
But for me, I think I've mostly written as writing like a poem first and then trying to figure out a melody for the line.
Okay.
But I want to try it that way too.
Yeah,
I always like trying different ways to write. So
I'm a huge John Mayer fan, and I saw an interview that I think he writes that way.
Oh, okay.
And then I was like, oh, I'm going to try that, and that's just kind of what happens, you know.
Cool.
So,
do you ever keep the gibberish version just to,
I've kept like maybe 1 or 2 lines, you know, like where I've got like an overall story for the song, and then there's like one line that doesn't seem to make sense at all, but I just really like the way it sounds.
Okay.
So I'll just leave it in there. And if somebody says, well, what's that mean? I'll be like, it means whatever you want it to mean.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. With that too, I've written lines that didn't mean anything, but I left them in there. And then like 10 years later, they have meaning.
Oh, right.
You know, like all
right.
of a sudden I find a meaning to it. I'm like, oh, is that what I meant back then? Or like, I don't even know, you know? So maybe they're just meant to stay in there.
Maybe. Yep. Maybe.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. So you're more of like a poem or lyricist first, and then you're adding music after. Is that right?
The most recent 2, that's how I did it.
Mm.
And I've definitely done that before. I would say the most common way that I write is I start maybe I just have one line that I start with, and I'm
Mhm.
starting like with some chords, and I try to figure out the melody for the one line
Okay.
and
Yep.
kind of write the poem as I go along with
Yep.
the song. But I've been trying to do different like writing processes,
Okay. Yep.
recently. So
Yep.
I think the having a whole poem. What's interesting about having the whole poem is like to go to the meter of a poem is
Mhm.
like a little bit difficult. So like
Yeah.
I'm putting in like weird changes in the song that like
Oh,
suddenly
okay.
shift to match the lyrics
Right,
as
right,
opposed to like doing like maybe a set chords and then singing over top of them. So that's
right.
been kind of interesting. I don't think I've
Okay.
ever really done that before.
I've never written lyrics first or a poem first, so I might have to give it a try, and
Yeah.
just see if that works and stuff. So yeah. No, it's interesting I always ask songwriters like what their process is, so
Yeah.
I can maybe try something or learn something, you know what I mean? So that's awesome. Do you mostly write on guitar or piano or both?
I've written mostly on guitar in my
Mhm.
life,
Yep.
but I'm trying to write a little bit more on piano.
Mhm.
I find that my piano playing ends up being more complicated than I would like for just writing like a melody. And
Oh,
sometimes I'm
okay.
trying to do too much. And
Mhm.
that's just sort of, I think from coming like from a classical perspective, I'm trying
Yeah.
to do too much. And I need to find like my way of simplifying the instrument to write
Sure.
better with it,
That makes
And
sense.
I haven't
Yep.
really found that yet, but
Yep. Yep.
I think I'll get there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, as far as like playing live, do you have any kind of like major gigs that you might want to promote or anything like that that might be coming up in the next, week or month or whatever?
Yeah, I have a gig in Lambertville on
Okay.
Saturday.
Nice.
That's just my original music, Johnathan the Human.
Yep. Saturday was that the 13th or 14th?
I think it
March
I
14th.
think yeah, the 14th.
Okay.
I
Yep.
think so.
Yep.
And yeah, that's at in Lambertville at a
Mhm.
place called Soupçon Salon.
Okay, cool.
And that's yeah, I'll be playing with a couple other acts and just doing a solo acoustic
Yep. You said it was original music?
original
Okay.
songs, yeah.
Nice.
And then the following Saturday I'll be at Cedar Rose in
Okay.
Millville.
Yep. Yep.
Um and that's like a 3-hour cover gig where
Yep.
I play some
Yep.
originals as well. But
Okay,
yeah.
awesome, awesome, very cool. Any gigs coming up with the other projects that you're working on currently, or no?
Let's see. Mum's the Word has one coming up in May.
Hmm.
Um, at Anchor Rock Club.
Oh, nice venue.
Yeah, it is a cool
Yeah,
spot.
man. Yep.
Yeah, I forget that it's like the 15th or something, or I don't remember exactly when.
Okay.
But
Yep.
yeah, and
Is
then
is that like a multi-band lineup? Like who else is playing? Do you know?
to be honest, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, too much.
That's fine.
When things are like farther out, I can't.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I always know all the details. I can't
Sure.
remember them all.
Yep.
And then I'm trying to think. Cheesy, I play with a lot over the summer. We have like gigs that are just sort of regular.
Oh,
So from
yeah.
like
Sure.
we're like May to September.
Okay.
Um,
Down the shore a lot, or
yeah, down
yeah.
the shore, like in the casinos
Oh,
and
cool.
those types of things. So
Awesome.
yeah,
Very cool.
but we also, if you want to check out the band doing more original stuff, we do like a cannabis festival every year
Oh.
in Kutztown.
Okay.
Renninger's
Yep.
Cannabis Festival in Kutztown.
What's it called?
Renninger's?
Renninger's.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think that's yeah.
Okay.
And that's gonna be, I think at like the end of May. It's normally when it is,
Okay.
somewhere
Is
around
that
there.
Kutztown? Is that in PA?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
I think the college is there. Maybe.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's why it sounds familiar. Okay, cool. Up kind of towards the Poconos, I think. Anyway. No, that's cool. That's awesome. What's that like? That's got to be an experience. A cannabis festival?
It's cool. It's you go in and there's lots of like tables of
Mhm.
people selling stuff like
Okay, sure.
be like brownies and
Right.
cannabis and stuff. I'm not a smoker myself, so
Okay.
uh
Yep.
so it's kind of like I'm always there. I'm like, oh, okay. Sometimes there's a drum circle I'll go
Oh,
join in on,
cool. Nice.
and there's
Nice.
always people selling like cool like glass art and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah. Yep. That's cool.
and they always have a band. Mendo Dope Boys
Okay.
play there. They're a band from California. They normally come out,
Mhm.
and a couple other bands. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, it's nice.
Awesome. Awesome. Any family, any kids? You got a wife, or what's the story with your personal life, if you don't mind me asking?
No,
No,
no, I don't.
it's all music.
At the moment, it is. I haven't been in a relationship in a little while.
Okay.
Maybe something I would like.
Sure.
I feel like relationships are tricky.
Sure.
I
Sure.
don't know.
I mean, I've been divorced twice, so yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've had some difficult experiences, so I'm like
Mm,
a little apprehensive, I guess. But
sure.
it's like, interesting. I have been thinking about it that before, I don't think I ever really put much thought into like the type of relationship I wanted or how
Mm,
I wanted the relationship to be or like really thought about how to have a productive relationship. And I
okay.
feel like learning about it first is something that I want to do now.
Oh,
Like
okay.
after
Yep.
having a couple like not so good experiences, I
Right,
feel like
right.
I would like to like put some effort into seeing like, okay, how do people go about like conflict
Right,
resolution,
right.
like
Yep.
communication, stuff like that? Like
Yep.
how can I approach
Mhm.
those things better in the
Yeah.
future, you know?
Yeah, man. No, that's great. I mean, I think I'm I guess I could say that I'm kind of the same way with my past relationships where it was just like I was very reactive
Mm.
in like, oh, this girl likes me. Okay. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So it wasn't really like I never really thought about kind of what I wanted for myself in a relationship.
Oh,
It
okay.
was always just kind of like what she wants, You know what I mean?
Right.
And that never works for anybody. You know what I
Right.
mean? It can't be that
Yeah.
one-sided. So,
I feel like maybe the more experiences you have, the better you get at it
yeah.
too. So
Yeah, that's true.
I'm
That's true.
hopeful that the next one will be, you know, a better experience, I guess.
You can only hope, right?
You can only hope. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Where can everybody find you on social media? What are your handles?
Oh, so on Instagram I have Johnathan the Human.
Mhm.
That's Jawnathan the Human.
Yep.
And then that's for that project. And then for me is just a kind of a for hire musician, you know.
Mhm. Yep.
It's just John Sellers, Jawn Sellers.
Yep.
And then same on Facebook, it's Johnathan the Human and Johnathan Sellers, I think.
Okay.
Both Jawn.
Yep.
Um yeah.
Anything on YouTube or TikTok or anything?
You know, I haven't really put too much work into my YouTube channel yet. That's
Mhm.
something I want to do. The Johnathan the Human, like I just released the songs.
Yep.
So I want to start recording, you know, doing some of these shows where I
Mhm.
can feature these songs and then put them
Nice.
up on YouTube. So that's
Okay.
something I want to do soon. I do have a YouTube channel called Johnathan the Human. I don't know if I have anything really up on it yet. I
Okay.
might have something up on there, but
All right, cool.
yeah.
Yep.
When I was workshopping a bunch of songs like a year or two ago at different open mics and I was
Mm.
filming them and then I was putting those on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Very cool. Are there open mics that you hit on a regular basis? I know I used to see you at Harper's quite a bit, but like nowadays, what are you doing? What are you up to nowadays?
Right. The one of the ones that I go to a lot is called Magic Kava
Okay.
in New Hope,
Yep.
which is an awesome scene up there. It's
Nice.
a kava bar.
Yep.
I don't know if you've ever had kava.
I've been to New Hope. I've never had kava, and I didn't even know that that place existed. But I'm going up there in September. I'm playing a blueberry festival in Lambertville, I think. So
Oh,
we're
cool.
going up to New Hope for the weekend. So I'll have
Nice.
to check that out. Yeah.
What's the Blueberry Festival?
There's a farm in Lambertville. I can't remember the name of it, but there's a farm. They're having like their first annual blueberry festival, and they put a post out on Facebook like a few months ago.
Okay.
And the show's not until, is it October? September or October? I can't remember now.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, so
That sounds fun.
I reached out to them. I applied. They asked for a few videos, and they were like, "Yeah, sure." So I'm playing like noon to 1:30 or something like that on Sunday.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, so this open mic is at, what's it called?
Magic Kava.
Magic Kava. Okay.
Yeah.
What days is it on? Do you know?
It's every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's really the only one that I've been going to recently.
Okay.
Well, this other one, Soup Salon,
Okay.
they have their open mic on Fridays.
And that's at
In
Lambertville.
Lambertville.
Do you live up that way? Why are you going all the way up there?
No, I just ended up liking the scene. It was just something
okay.
different, you know.
Yep.
I did a lot of open mics here for years.
Sure.
And a lot of them closed during the pandemic, and then I wasn't
Yep.
really sure what was, you know, where I could find new things.
Mm-hmm.
But there was another kava bar in Philadelphia that I go to as well.
Oh, cool.
I got really interested in kava.
What is it? I assume it's a drink, right?
Kava,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a drink. It's basically a tea made from a ground root.
Oh,
And
okay.
the root is grown in like the South Pacific Islands.
Okay.
And it's the drink is like a GABA inhibitor, so it's similar to alcohol.
Oh,
So
okay.
it gives you like a similar effect to alcohol, but it's not intoxicating.
Really?
Yeah, it's really, I would like really recommend a lot of people to try it if they like to go and have a drink. Try kava
Yeah.
instead.
I'm gonna have to try that.
Yeah.
So what's it? So it doesn't make you. what does it do? Like, what do you feel like? I mean, do you feel drunk?
Do you feel calm?
Okay.
Do you feel maybe like socially open?
Oh, okay. Right.
It's definitely relaxing.
So it's like ecstasy.
yeah. It's not quite that intense, but
it doesn't last for 8 hours.
Yeah, exactly. Right. But there is generally like music going on, so
nice.
No. Yeah, I like it. It feels like people call it like a heart opener.
Okay.
All
right.
Yeah.
Nice.
If you want to get into like the hippy dippy stuff.
No, that's cool. I mean, years ago, ages, way before I had kids, I experimented a little bit with ecstasy, and I had heard that that before it was like illegal, therapists, marriage counselors used to give it to their patients because it just like opened you up. It made you very like empathetic. Like you could tell your partner like your deepest, darkest secrets, and your partner wouldn't get offended. They wouldn't be like, well, fuck you. It was like, I understand why you wouldn't tell me that stuff. And it's weird because like the 2 or 3 times I've tried it, that's exactly what it does. Like you can tell people anything. And if you're doing it with somebody, they'll be like, I completely understand. It's so weird. So like when you say it's like a heart opener, that's, I get that. I understand that for sure. Yep.
Yeah, that's interesting. There's like a whole branch of science about the healing potential of like psychedelic mushrooms,
yeah, sure,
MDMA and ketamine and all those things, and
and
definitely people have had like healing experiences with them. I'd be reluctant to do that self-administered.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. Sure.
But I mean, I've definitely had like experiences with psychedelics that have been like helpful to me.
Okay, yeah.
Over the course of my life. Also, some that I definitely had one that was quite bad. But
did you really?
Yeah. But I don't know. I think those things can be really powerful. I mean, people used them in different cultures since the beginning of human history, basically.
You're right.
For those reasons.
Yep. I mean, and when I did it, it was literally probably 20 years ago.
Right. I mean, mine was like last weekend.
Oh, okay. Well, today's recreational drugs scare me a little bit because I was at a concert with some younger guys I met at Harper's one time. We're both fans of Alice in Chains, and Alice in Chains came to town. Yeah, man.
I love Alice in Chains.
So they were like, yo, you going to the Chains concert? And I was like, oh, I've got dinner plans, but I'll meet you there, So I ended up going there. I met them there. And this one guy, I'm not going to say his name, but like he was a regular at Harper's, and we were at the Alice in Chains concert, and he was like, yo, you want a hit of this joint? And I was like, yeah, sure. Now, I'm not a smoker. I don't smoke marijuana or do edibles or anything on any kind of regular basis. I took one hit of his joint, and it was the strongest joint I've ever had in my entire life.
Oh, yeah.
I was still high the next day.
Oh, my God.
Like, I had to sit down on the grass at the E-Center to watch this concert, and I'm like, oh, my God, what am I doing? I'm 50 years old. I don't need to be in this kind of shape.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like that, I mean, nowadays, the stuff the kids have nowadays is so much stronger than what I experimented with 20 years ago. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, I'd be scared to take something like ecstasy nowadays. That's for sure.
I had a similar experience like many years ago. And I'm the same way. I actually don't smoke at all. I don't like it, and it makes me feel crazy. Like, I don't like it.
Yeah.
But I don't know, 10 or 15 years ago, I was at a concert and someone gave me a cookie, an edible.
Oh, wow.
And I got so high. I remember I was watching, I couldn't tell what was being played. I was at a show. I couldn't tell what was being played. It was just like a kaleidoscope of colors just like flowing past me. I was just so high. And like my friend looked at me and was like trying to say something to me. And I was just like, I couldn't respond. Like I was just
hysterical.
Yeah.
I love it.
The thing is, that's like not a pleasant feeling.
No, it's
not pleasant to be there at all. I was like,
it's not. Absolutely. All right, cool. So what's on that note,
we got to cut all that out. That's
what songs do you think you'll do for us today?
Let's see. Maybe I'll just I'll do 2 of the songs that I released.
Sure. Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Okay.
All right, cool. All right, well, let me say this first. I'm going to have to swap out microphone stuff, but Johnathan, thank you very much for being on the podcast. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. All
right. Hey, this is Love and Grace.
so bad when we talk about it. Transcending the love and grace, evolution of the human race. Ah, 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 ah. How can it matter form or face? We're just a spirit in a skin, with eternity to contemplate, where judgment ends and love begins. See, not as good as you thought you were. It's just a chance to love some more, and you could resist and clench your teeth. You could drive onward until you find release. I don't think it sounds so bad when we talk about it. Transcending the love and grace, evolution of the human race. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, 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 ah. And we're all about to change, like a garden restored, like the first spring after a war. And everyone will be loved and adored. The spirit extends in the cosmic wind. It leaves behind the shedded skin, and all the forms that we paint will fade away and grow so faint. I don't think it sounds so bad when we talk about it. Transcending the love and grace, evolution of the human race. Ah, 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 all the stars that shine are connected in your mind, and when it's all aligned, the earth can be our womb. As we grow our souls through countless lives untold, every person holds the brightness of the moon. And when times are tough, the growth will be enough to hold our heads above waters in our dark. We're skipping stones through time, portals to the divine. Our ancestral spirit guides and lovers from the stars. Da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da, la ta 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 ta.
Thank you. Okay.
Sounded great.
Thank you. What's the next one? All right, let's do, which one do I want to do? Let's do Shinigami. This one's called Shinigami.
your name. And there's a knife inside your drawer. The beast is getting bored. All these things can kill you if they're in your heart. And when you pass the shadow, then nothing else will matter. Well, maybe it's just that you never get enough light anymore. Maybe it's just that it's 4 in the morning. Maybe the millions of ideas running through your brain turn light to dark. The heart is always torn. And there's a man in a black cloak. His words are full of smoke. His eyes are on your thoughts. He can trigger all your fears. He can make you disappear. 'Cause he is the artist, you're the stone. You've been sculpted to your bones. You've made fear a home. You've added to your gloom. And there's always something new to bring darkness to your mood. Well, maybe it's just that you never get enough light anymore. Maybe it's just that it's 4 in the morning. And maybe the millions of ideas running through your brain turn light to dark. The heart is always torn. Floating high above it all, there'll be clarity to see. A gray cloud that's like a spell, and above it you'll be free. There's a beast outside your window that wants to see your eyes sewn. The Shinigami will know when to call your name. And there's a knife inside your drawer. The beast is getting bored. And all these things can kill you if they're in your heart. There's a man in a black cloak. His words are full of smoke. His eyes are on your thoughts. He can trigger all your fears. 'Cause he is the artist, you're the stone. You've been sculpted to your bones. You've made fear a home. You've added to your gloom. Maybe it's just that you never get enough light anymore. Maybe it's just that it's 4 in the morning. Maybe the millions of ideas running through your brain turn light to dark. The heart is always torn. Floating high above it all, there'll be clarity to see. A great cloud that's like a spell.